Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Christine from Scott Family Homestead, and today we're going to talk about garlic. So it's very cold out. As you can see, we've lost all of our leaves and it's barely above freezing today, but the ground is still workable. So I still have just a tiny window of opportunity here to plant some garlic. So I'm going to show you my method to how we do this, how we fertilize them, how we insulate them for winter time to get a nice big harvest of garlic. For me, one of the trickiest parts is actually picking a spot to put your garlic, because you have to have the foreplanning to designate a spot for next year's garden. And so you need to pick a spot that's going to be occupied into July. And I have commitment issues. I like to have my options open in the springtime. So I picked out a row. It's where we had beans this year, so something that grew up above the ground. I try not to put root vegetables in the same row year after year. Just mix it up. So I do something that grows up above ground one year and then a root vegetable the next year, and kind of alternate, just because they have different needs. Now you can get really into companion planting and rotational planting and all those things. I don't take it too seriously, but if I put carrots somewhere, then I'm not going to put another root in that same spot for the next year. So I have a spot where we had green beans this year, and it is all full of weeds. I haven't even pulled out my tomatoes yet, but this row right here, it's full of weeds and grasses. So we're gonna come through and till this so that it's prepared for our garlic and pull out any of the big clumps of weeds. So that will be our very first step. My husband's actually gonna do that, and while he does that, I'm gonna break these apart. So to grow a bulb of garlic like this, you only need one clove. And so we want to pull all of these apart into individual cloves. I've got a whole bag here that I bought from the farmer's market, and I'm going to do that while my husband does the tilling. All right, the boys helped me. I got a bag of garlic. We're about ready to go. Okay, we are all tilled and we're taking out all the clumps. And it is time to plant our garlic. This is the top of your garlic. Your roots will come out of this part. So you're going to put this down in the ground with this pointing up, and then you want to cover it completely with dirt. Plant these about 6 inches apart in each direction. You could do it a little bit closer if you'd like, but that gives it a nice space to draw from for nutrients. So we're going to do them 6 inches apart.
Okay, Micah.
So we're going to put these in the ground. I'm starting on this edge. We're going to just stick them in the ground and bury them. I have a wheelbarrow full of compost that I'm going to put over top of this. And then on top of that, we will put about 3 to 4 inches of straw.
I put my row right here. I put my row right here.
Yeah, let's do like 4 per row.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can start where his next row is, okay? And then about right there.
Is that stuff in the dirt?
Already.
It's hard to Point this side up. I grabbed it.
Harrison Sargent. Here, Izzy. Right over there. A little further. There you go. So this is some of our cow compost from earlier this spring. It has decomposed into really nice black dirt. And so I'm going to cover the garlic with this. If you don't have compost available to you to cover, you can use a granulated fertilizer, just an all-purpose granulated fertilizer. I find that giving it something for a little boost in the springtime that's already there and ready to be used really helps grow larger garlic. So this would be the point where you would cover it with quite a bit of dirt and then just sprinkle the granulated stuff right on top and then put your straw down. The clove itself has enough energy that it will sprout the little green sprouts that you'll see really early in the spring, but eventually it's going to run out of energy and it's going to need to feed on something. And so it's going to be best if you can put compost or fertilizer in right now. And then I try to do 2 more feedings throughout the year before July comes, when it's time to harvest.
Soil.
Should we?
Yeah.
All right. lot of worms in there. Thank you, Laura. Now we're just putting the winter blanket on. So you want about 3 inches of straw. You can use leaves, anything you want that's just going to insulate it a little bit from the snow.
And anything like straw, like anything like straw.
There's little leftover carrots in here.
That's great.
Yep, nice and thick. Garlic can come up through nice thick stuff like this. It'll do just fine. Probably a little messier than if I did it myself, but I'll always take the help. Alright, Ezzy, that's enough. Alright, there you go. That is how you get your garlic ready for winter. It's the freezing temperatures is what helps the bulb actually make separate cloves. So if you plant it too late in the spring or it doesn't get cool enough, you'll get one large garlic clove. You won't get the separate cloves. So the cold stratification is really important for making the actual cloves. So we're all set. We didn't miss our opportunity. We almost did. So don't forget to plant your garlic. Thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye guys.